Today I respond to a video about immigrants and Trump supporters explain what they believe. What we are seeing here is that they really want us to think that all the immigrants are against Trump. This is why there is no black person or immigrants among Trump's supporters. They are all white. The real name of this video should be White versus Immigrants.
Trump supporters, can I have you over there? My immigrants, can I have you in the other light? Sometimes I feel anxious about how the other side views me.
Immigrants, but I'm Muslim, and there can be a lot of directed aggression from Trump supporters.
First of all, you do not look Muslim. As one who grew up in the Middle East, and I am not a Muslim, I look more Muslim than you. The girl who really looks like a Muslim is not afraid of how the other side sees her? Or you deliberately sent him, to show that even if you do not recognize him as a Muslim, he is still afraid of how you will respond to him.
Love everybody, I'm here for everybody. I'll fight for your right for freedom, but I expect for you to fight for mine too, because that's why we're in America.
As you will see, no one will respond to a sentence she said. I thought they were supposed to find common ground. Probably the right to express any opinion is not.
I think my group gets represented unfairly in the media.
I am not only one Mexican individual who's an immigrant. I'm part of all the immigrants, no matter what country you're from.
Let me understand, you still see yourself as an immigrant? You do not see yourself as an American? This is one of the biggest problems. People who emigrated to the United States and after a long time still see themselves as immigrants. This is because, otherwise how can they play on the card of I'm oppressed? What is the assumption that you represent all these immigrant people? I'm an immigrant and I do not remember choosing you to represent me.
And I think if we made a distinction between jihadists and Muslims, that would solve a big problem.
This is one of the problems people in the West have, left or right. You are trying to separate Islam from terrorism, because of your religion and your way of life. In your religion and your way of life you can easily distinguish between bad deeds in the name of religion or party, and what the religion or party really represent. But as we shall see, it is impossible to separate Islam from terrorism. Terrorism is the executive hand of Islam.
I feel threatened by this presidency.
When President Trump got elected as president, I was scared. Even though I had not a reason to be, because I'm legal here, power becomes scary in hands of a monster.
She called the president a monster. But as you will see again, no one will respond to this. Are you starting to see a pattern?
I'm scared about my people, and not only, like I said, the Mexicans, all the good, hardworking immigrants.
Again with your people. Who are you really afraid of? The legal immigrant? Or illegal immigrant?
Yeah, I think the election night, that night, it felt like a slap in the face to all of the work that we have always tried to do in terms of humanizing ourselves.
Do you understand America? The fact that you chose something that we did not want, you actually slapped us in the face. Give me a break. How special do you think you are? You think that everything should go your way, and if not, it was done especially against you.
You said it was a slap in the face, and I take offense to that. That as a white Trump supporter, I am scared of this presidency because I have lost my freedom of speech. I have lost my freedom of religion. I have lost my freedom to wear this shirt in the public just because I have a different political view. Now I'm the enemy in my own country.
I think that that's unfortunate that that happened to you, but it's almost like you have some semblance of the reality that people of color live with for centuries here.
Okay. I do not have a real answer to what you said. So I will insert the race card. And as usual, instead of telling her what the hell is the connection, she immediately moves to the defensive.
But I've never seen that. And
That's the first time you felt that, right?
Right, but I'm just going to let you know that my neighbors are black. I have Muslim neighbors, I have neighbors of all kinds. When we go.
I believe in immigration, but I am against illegal immigration.
As you see, instead of being against an illegal immigrant, and explain that immigration should be made easier, they are in favor of breaking the law. The laws of immigration today are so difficult. You have more chances to win the lottery first prize.
My whole thing is assimilation, right? So like making sure that the cultures match.
My thing is about money. Get free college. It costs $118 billion in welfare benefits.
At the end of the video I will explain the way I think the system should work. I am sure that many people from the left and the right will find things that they support and do not support.
We left a country of war, a country where extremism and terrorism was a reality. And this is something that was on the daily, oppression towards women.
But if we don't have legal immigration, then we'll have that here.
I think it might be a misconstrued or a misconception to think that the illegal immigrants might bring up the crime rates.
You kidding, right? If one immigrant will commit a crime, it is one more person added to the static of crime in USA, and as one who escaped from war and crime in your country. You should know that the people you escaped from wanted to come here.
We're all humans, ultimately.
That's so fantastic, but what about our vets? What about our children that are starving? What about our foster homes that are full? What about them? We're not helping them. We're taking in all these refugees. If we can't fix our citizens, how can we fix others? It's just kind of like, if I can't love myself, I can't love another person.
As usual, we do not get answers to questions. So I'll answer you. If all immigrant will work, will pay the tax, and will not live at the state expense, will be enough money for the rest.
It should be easier to immigrate into America.
What? What's going on here? Trump supporters immediately agreed, and the immigrant hesitates.
It should be easier. The wait time should be shorter, right? But I believe that it's so lengthy not because the process is so extreme. I mean, personally, I think it's so lengthy because it's mismanaged.
So let's talk about a couple of policy things. What about the Muslim ban or the travel ban?
There is no such thing as a Muslim ban. If we talk about Muslim ban, it would mean that any Muslim, not matter where he came from, could not enter the USA.
We also want to, well, don't forget, we're funding the same bombs that are causing the Yemenis to have to become refugees.
We're not bombing Yemen, we're bombing radical jihadists in Yemen who are killing people. And there's a tremendous amount of rape happening in England, taking these little girls. We don't want that here.
Absolutely not.
Those are things we don't want in the United States.
No.
And one other thing.
There's people with predatory behavior in every...
Excuse me, but...
So you say that if there are rapists or pedophiles in the country, it's okay to bring more rapists and pedophiles into the country. We'll soon see why she thinks it's okay.
It's not baked into their religion. There are 109 passages in the Quran where people are told to kill.
Now we see how frightened people of talk about Islam. Look at the face of the Trump supporter and listen to what she says.
Infidels and Christians and Jews. There's nothing like that in our Bible.
And I won't renounce any part of Islam.
If you do not denounce anything in your religion, then you agree with all of these things. The marriage of 6-year-old girls, the rape of 9-year-old girls, the cut off the head of those who do not believe in Muhammad, the rape of women who do not believe in Muhammad. And this is only a small example of what appears in the Quran. So you do not denounce anything in your religion. And no one stopped and asked for explanation from her? Now you know why she had no problem bringing in rapists and criminals to the state. That's what I always said, listen very well to what they say and the truth will come out.
Guys, remember, this is a video about Trump and immigrants. We're mixing too much the religion,
well, I think
the race.
Look how she tries to cover up what the Muslim woman said. How she moves the subject fast. You know that according to her belief you are also a heretic.
With the travel ban,
yes, but you shouldn't question somebody's religion. I am very religious, very religious. Sure.
I can research and ask anyone about his religion. I can agree or disagree with each and every religion. You are in America. Now I understand better why you still consider yourself an immigrant.
That no one should have to explain Muslim, Christian, Jewish, none of the above.
If your religion hurts people, then yes, you need to explain your religion. And you the one who put your religion into conversation. What happened? You begin to understand what you said. I will place a link to the full video. Now, as I promised, the way I think immigration should be. Let's start from the fact that you have to build the wall and have to check everyone who wants to live in the United States. As long as he is not a criminal or a terrorist, he should be allowed to enter. Now for it to work you have to do several steps. A. Anyone who is found here and is a criminal or alive on the state account should be deported. B. Give permission to anyone who has been here to stay and work for 1 year. As long as they pay taxes and do not commit a crime, they will receive an additional year's approval automatically. After 10 years, during which they will not be able to participate in the elections or receive no benefit from the government, they will receive citizenship. If they commit a crime or will not work and will not pay taxes, they automatically deported if he has a family or not. This also includes a new/immigrant. See delete the following laws: obtaining citizenship through marriage, with the possibility to enter legal and work legal and eventually become a citizen. The only ones that need citizenship through marriage will be criminals or those who want to live at the expense of the state. Receiving citizenship through family. The same thing, the only people who need it are criminals and so on. Now there will be no business owner who can hire them below the minimum because they are illegal and they have to pay taxes and show they work to stay and get another year. So that now he will have to choose an employee according to who will be better and not to whom he will pay less. And that will give the Americans who really want to work more options. This will give a lot of taxes to the state and wipe out the debt of the United States faster. Just think how many illegal workers are currently working in the United States and do not pay taxes. For all those who are afraid of a change of political forces because of the immigrant. 10 years is a long time for people to stop thinking by the emotion of an immigrant and begin to think about what is good for them and their family as Americans. Hope you enjoyed. Give a response to everything you've heard here.